2024 Watch. It's Trump's race to lose 6 months ahead of the first GOP presidential primary. Former Preside Trump is king of the hill right now, but GOP strategists say Trump doesn't have this thing sewn up. Wolfboro, NH Donald Trump did not join his 2024 Republican presidential race rivals in marching in July 4th parades in Iowa and New Hampshire. However, the former president did not have to. Trump is leagues ahead of his challengers for the nomination in the latest national polling, and his lead has grown in recent months as indictments in New York City and a Florida federal court have only fueled his support among Republican voters. Trump, who is making his third straight White House run, stands at 56% support in the latest Fox News national poll of likely GOP primary voters, with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at 22% and everybody else in the large field of candidates in the single digits. Trump's lead has steadily expanded since the late winter. The former president also enjoys large double-digit leads in the most recent surveys in Iowa and New Hampshire, the two states that lead off the Republican presidential nominating calendar. We've always firmly believed that President Trump would be the clear and away front-runner in this race, and once he started to campaign and travel around the country and engage with voters, that it would be clear that he's in the driver's seat, said a top Trump campaign advisor, who asked to remain anonymous to speak more freely. Going forward, the advisor said, it's full speed ahead from the Trump side of things. We're going to continue to be very active on the campaign trail, continue to roll out new policies, continue to contrast with Joe Biden's failed leadership. Pointing to the constant barrage of attacks on DeSantis over the past couple of months, the advisor said the Trump campaign would continue to put a fair amount of attention on the number 2 candidate in the race on the Republican side. We're not letting up at all. Trump's dominance over his rivals is illustrated in more than just polls. He is also expected to unveil what sources in his orbit describe as robust campaign cash haul when the former president's team releases their second quarter of 2023 fundraising figures as early as later this week. The second quarter of fundraising witnessed Trump becoming the first sitting or former president in U.S. history to be charged with a crime. In early April in New York City, Trump pleaded not guilty to charges brought by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. The former president was indicted for allegedly giving hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels in 2016 to keep her quiet ahead of that year's presidential election over her claims she had sexual encounters years earlier with Trump. The former president denies sleeping with Daniels and denies falsifying business records to keep the payment concealed. Trump was indicted and arraigned early last month for his alleged improper retention of classified records. He pleaded not guilty in federal court in Miami to criminal charges that he illegally retained national security records at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, following the end of his term as president, and that he obstructed federal efforts to recover the documents. In total, Trump faces 37 felony charges.